Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villian Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla Hour, Broseph Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and MM-Maniacs. The nightly shows are Palace Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle Podcast, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, Off the Rails, and Detroit Lions News. Hope you like all the shows. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Well, good morning, everybody. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Red Zone Rant.
Hey there, Bill. We're glad to have you back.
Yeah, Bill's back, man. We were talking in the back chat. You weren't here yet, Ken. We was already talking. I knew Bill was going to be here. Surprise.
Yeah, my main account's in Facebook jail, so I'm rolling under a backup right now.
Alias, a.k.a.
I was going to say, Bill, when are you not in Facebook jail?
Yeah, that's good.
Some of us live there. Some of us.
Politics tend to get people in jail, man.
I was going to say, some of us live there like Bill. Some of us have never even been threatened with it, like me.
Yeah.
Really, bro? I'm like if I get another, I'm at that 3-month level, where they suspend you. Like you could be in 6 months or a year, bro.
One of you can be trusted.
Yeah. I got a big mouth, bro. I like to talk shit. But hey, let's talk about this. What about that?
Or
4 years, bro.
That we got the absolute best quarterback in the North locked down for 4 more years.
They don't want to talk about it, bro. They don't want to talk about it.
Our whole offense is locked up for the next 2 like that.
Yeah, we have no signings left. Even the defense is locked up, right? I mean, nobody's left to be signed.
Yeah, the way they structured Love's contract, they made it to where it's very front heavy, to where when these receivers' contracts come due, there's going to be more money on the books for them. Hey, we're glad to have you.
Yeah, we got like $22 million.
Nice.
We got like $22 million at the cap space. So we bringing back Bakhtiari or what?
No,
we don't need no cheerleaders.
That'd be the only way that I'd want him back besides an injury, is to be like a coach on the sideline. Other than that, I do not want anything messing with this offensive line's chemistry.
4 years, 220 is rich for one season. Is it though? I mean, look, Love has progressed to every point, man. I mean, he put up the best season ever for a starting Packer ever. And if you're going off of history and how we do things in Green Bay, this is how it starts, guys. This is where we gave Aaron Rodgers his first year starting. We gave him his contract in the middle of the season. So this should not be a big deal, man. This should not. Packer fans should rest and know we're in good hands, man.
Yeah, Green Bay's been paying quarterbacks like this for fucking 30 years, and we're still competitive. We still do our thing. This is part of the rebuild. You know what I mean?
And actually, everybody says, "Oh, he's the highest paid quarterback." Technically, he's not. I mean, he's actually tied for 3 ways. And another thing, there's 7 other people that gets more guaranteed money than him.
Yeah, but not even that. He's only making a few more $1 million than Jared Goff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's definitely better than Goff.
It wasn't like, they made it sound like when they said he's going to reset the market, like it was going to be a $60 million deal a year. And oh my God, people were just going overboard. This is a very friendly deal for the Packers, man. This works out good.
People are still going crazy over it.
The highest paid part, I think, is the guaranteed money, right? That's the highest. They've never guaranteed this kind of money before. So
no, he's not even making the most guaranteed money. Trevor Lawrence has got more guaranteed money than him.
Really? So then how does this make – there was something – maybe it's the signing bonus, $75 million? I don't know.
I think
made it be the
they were just speculating that it was going to be the highest something. when it doesn't seem like that was on Jordan Love's mind at all. He wanted to be recognized by being paid like one of the top guys. He didn't need to be number one in a specific category.
Right. Look, I don't really care. I just wanted the deal done. I just wanted to see my quarterback in the camp, man. That's all I wanted. That's all I cared about.
Yeah, not to mention Sean Clifford throwing interceptions 6 fucking days.
Well, bro, that was helping our cause, though. Think about it. The more he looked bad, the better. The more the heat was put on Goody to sign Love and get him in here. There's no way we can roll into the season with that shit.
I was going to say either our defense has really picked it up or Sean Clifford is trash.
Bro.
Well, don't forget Zach Tom's been on the PUP list too.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been out there protecting for him.
Well, he's off the PUP list, but they said he probably won't be in the practice until after family night. Then he'll start getting into the mix.
What the hell should they give him, the Otani deal? Yeah, he got a great deal, bro. We're locked up for the next. We're locked up for the next 4 years. It won't even. He's gonna restructure it before it even hits the 4th year. Probably by year.
It's a win-win for both sides. Tell you the truth. I mean, just by chance, if Love starts going down, tanking more, we got an exit back door, man, in 2 years. You know what I mean? Even 3, we can get out of the contract.
Yeah,
he's not.
And they're not hurt us.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen.
It's just for the tiny risk that's there. We might as well account for it too.
It's to shut the Bear fans up. That's what that is. That's our
you got to admit, it's a risk. Goody's going off a sample size of 1.
I never said it wasn't a risk, but this is how we in Packerville do business, bro. We fucking do it. We pull the trigger when we know we got our quarterback. That's just how it is.
I like this comment right here. I think we should have signed Love a little earlier too, because I think we got him a little cheaper, but we did it before Dak. So that's
see, was weird. He didn't really start doing the contract negotiation until after the OTAs. I thought it was way before that, but
yeah, I thought they were doing OTAs like March or May.
We got a lot of misinformation, man. There was a lot of misinformation saying that they were going to have it done by camp. Somebody fucking opened their mouth and should have.
Goody's the one that said that. That came out of his own lips.
Well, hey, wait. I'm going to say this, and honestly, I think this is part of the reason. Did you notice that the guy who got the deal done was not Drew Rosenhaus? I think Love fucking changed agents in the middle of this. It wasn't Drew Rosenhaus that signed his deal. It was somebody else.
I don't know if he changed it in the middle or if it was leading up to it. He changed it.
I'm just thinking it had something to do with
Aaron Rodgers doesn't even have Drew Rosenhaus anymore, and that was his guy for years.
Yeah.
Well, did you notice that when Rodgers came back yesterday, the defense had to do their push-ups?
You mean
what did I say? Rodgers?
I know they have a lot of the same mechanics, but they're not the same guy.
I mean, when Love came, you saw the drama so much of Rodgers, you know. But
all right, guys, I know we haven't talked about it yet. Have you seen the run defense for the Packers? Have you seen them? Like, bro, they are stuffing shit there, man. They are stuffing shit. Oh my God.
I like this defensive
bro. We are going to be a bully. Our defense is going to be a bully, bro. We are going to smack the shit out of some motherfuckers, man. Watch. I'm telling you. Oh my God, bro.
Can you put some names on that? Like who? The Lions?
Bro, who we're gonna bully? We're gonna bully everybody that comes to Green. Everybody we face, bro. This is a different defense, bro. I have not seen the defense like this in a while. And it's only gonna be better. After camp, they're gelling together. They're trying all these different formulas. I mean, look at all the interceptions in camp. I know Love wasn't there, but he even got picked off yesterday. I mean, bro. The defense is fucking for real. For real.
Don't tell them.
Rob Green Bay. Oh, Josh, stop it, Josh.
They handed it over to him willingly. Josh, come on. You know you would have done
it. Josh. Who else would you want in there leading this team, bro? Who else you want? Come on.
He's not a Packer fan.
Dorn, if I hear you call for Clifford once this year, I'm 100% that kidney.
Have you seen the way that guy throws a football? Holy shit, Clifford's regressed.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, can you do me a favor? Talk slow. We got Homer here.
Uh-oh.
We got Homer right here.
Uh-oh. Homer.
Yeah. Homer Simpson in the flesh.
Hey man, you guys seen that big blunt Snoop was running with when for the Olympics, right? That was so awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing Snoop carry the torch. How about that?
Jeremy said, are they running 11 and 11 yet, or just still running 7 on 7?
Didn't the pads come on yesterday?
Yeah,
They went out first time yesterday.
So you got to assume with the pads being on that they were running
It
11.
was 11 and 11.
Yeah, I was going to say I would thought so.
The first period, Love looked like dog crap. I mean, he actually had an interception. But they blew up that offensive line like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
They talked about that. I'm like, that sounds like normal Love. Isn't that how every game started last year? He started out slow as shit.
He went to the sidelines, and then actually LaFleur was not happy. He went over to the offensive coaches and stuff, and was not happy. And then when they went back to the second series, they fucking marched straight down that fucking field. Good old bomb to fucking Watson. Dowd for a touchdown. Yeah,
I keep hearing a lot of rumors about us possibly moving Stokes.
Really?
Yeah.
Stokes is lighting it up,
I was
man.
going to say, he's looking like he's returning back to his old form.
I didn't realize Valentine's actually 29 years old. I thought he was a lot younger than that.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was that old either.
Valentine or Valentine?
Yeah, which
Valentine.
one? With the B.
Yeah. See, I think they're going to use him more of a nickel corner with Nixon.
Stop it. You just jealous, Skoll. You just jealous, bro. That's all. Moneyappolis.
Yeah, he said he's going to have a lot of money next year. He doesn't realize he's going to have 37.
Yeah.
So.
Without a weapon, throwing for 4,000 yards, Love must be the best quarterback to walk on a football field if he's got no weapon to do that.
No weapons to throw 4,200 yards.
Is that what you're trying to say, Jamaz? Are you trying to? I know you're trying to say that you wish he'd go over to Minnesota instead of that fraud JJ. Gotcha.
He's upset about the McCarthy pick. He talks about it every day, how it was one of the worst picks in Vikings history.
No, they're doing both.
He thinks.
I heard also that the Packers don't like to show their 11-11 on drills. They don't like to put tape on that and let people see it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy, man, because they could just be in the stands watching.
Yeah, it's hard to get actually video out of there. I mean,
which is crazy, man, because they can just be in the stands watching. Yeah, he's still seeing ghosts. Exactly, Jeremy. That's so funny, man. Look, you guys need to understand. It's the changing of the guard. The Love is coming up, bro. He's coming up. He's going to be the new guy, and it's going to be here for a while. Get ready.
Just starting.
Colonel Clump driveway from the Minnesota Prince.
People are something else, man.
I love this guy, Kevin, man. He's fucking hilarious, bro. Keep him coming, bro. Keep him coming. Those are dingers. I love them.
Thank you, Jamez, for this comment, because you are leading me perfectly into my rant.
Let's hear it, bro.
Wow. Now, I am insanely tired about hearing this half a season of performance. Like, he didn't go out there the beginning of the season, cook the Bears, put up real good numbers on multiple other teams. Granted, he had a couple of games out there that weren't great, but it's not like he was trash all the way up to the second half of the season. He was damn good. And then the second half of the season, he went and lit the damn world on fire. He was number 1 or number 2 in a lot of the passing categories. So that, I think, deserved him to be the highest paid player.
Well, in passing yards, he was 7th. In touchdowns, he was 2nd. Total touchdowns, he was 4th. I mean, he took a rookie offense and took them to the playoffs and actually won in the playoff game, being the youngest team to ever win a playoff team, which the Lions actually always brag about their players. They're all pros and all this. Look, it took them 3 years to even sniff the playoffs. I mean, come on, man. Give credit where it's due, man. Love fucking is the man. He's the man.
He's the man. I love it. I love it. Love will be. Look at this right here. 100% agree, Josh. That's why the money's well worth it, bro. If you believe he's going to be a Hall of Famer, then it's money well spent.
Yeah. If you believe he's a Hall of Famer, there's no question about the money.
All right. Hey, thanks for showing up. Hey, Henry, we're here every Sunday, 10 o'clock, bro.
Enjoy
Come back and visit. Come back and visit.
And we're here every weekday at 10 o'clock too in the morning for the Ken and Ken morning show with Rob. And even Dorn pops in occasionally.
Even John's on there, yes. All right, come on now. Didn't the Vikings sign Sam Darnold? Yeah. I think that was a shot, and it was a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see what Skull's got to say.
Okay.
What about going winless for a month? Who did that? Us? So what, bro? We weren't supposed to make the playoffs. Remember that. We weren't supposed to make the playoffs, bro.
He wants to come on. Hold on, Jamez. I got you covered.
Yeah, send him the link.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Look out. Look who's here.
Oh God, we got a Bear fan in here.
There's a fucking Bear fan.
Before we get to the football, holy shit, Ken, you were right. Deadpool was awesome. I went and saw it in 4DX. That shit was great.
Shut up!
Yeah.
I heard there was some ranting this morning.
Absolutely.
We're ranting. You want to rant?
Are you going to rant about Cal Williams being a horrible champ?
No, I'm just wondering. I just set up the Hallis link, so I'm just wondering what we're ranting about.
Oh well, he was just ranting about whatever he wants.
I have a rant. Damn it.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready, but it's not football. Why the hell is Robert Downey Jr. going from playing Iron Man for over a decade?
I know, bro. I saw that this morning. I saw that this morning.
There's so many freaking actors out there, and you take the guy who's played Iron Man for a decade plus as a staple of the MCU, and you say, you know what? Let's just make him a whole different character. We'll call him Eric Von Doom and make him Dr. Doom. No, you don't do that. You go get another actor, you lazy sacks of shit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's his rant. All right. Eric, good morning, bud. How's it going, man? We just touched base, and we had a little, Marvel comics to address, and I can't believe it either, Drew. I saw that they put those guys out there, and when he took the mask off, I'm like,
yeah,
no fucking way. Did he stop doing Tony to do this?
Yeah.
Was that in the fucking cards? I mean, come on.
Come on. You're
I don't think it was in the cards. I think that it was their way of trying to get him back into the fold and have him leading the franchise again.
I know, but bro, because you got used to him as Tony. He played a great Tony Stark, bro. I mean,
for over a decade. So look, here's the problem: is every time someone hears his voice, they're gonna think Iron Man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on! Like you're telling me you couldn't find another good actor?
I thought the guy that played Von Doom for the Fantastic Four was great at it. I don't know why, man. I don't know.
I mean, I can think of a couple good ones, like what's his crazy ass name? I can see his face. Damn it! He played the FBI guy in Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Like he would be perfect.
Yeah, he played the Goblin too.
Yes, he played the Goblin. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
William Dafoe. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name, but yeah, he played the Goblin. He would have been great.
Dafoe in his younger years, yes, I would have totally agreed with it, but I think he's too old to play him now.
Okay, here's a weird one. What about Kiefer Sutherland as Dr. Doom?
Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah.
Again, he's just a little bit too old.
Well, the best part is his man. I mean,
and Robert Downey Jr. isn't?
Yeah,
I didn't say I agreed with Robert Downey Jr. Is it? I said I didn't like him as Von Doom.
All right. Let's get off we'll get back on football.
Yeah. Well, it's.
What's this? Raheem Bellin for $10 million. You reject. He is the highest paid all time. So he's talking to that guy. All right, I see what he's saying. He's talking.
Yeah, they're having a conversation.
They're having a conversation in the group.
Yeah.
It's the message is jealous he doesn't have a quarterback. That's what it is.
That's if Jordan Love wins the Super Bowl.
Look, if he wins the Super Bowl, like I said in our comments in our thread, this contract goes one of two ways for Green Bay, right? It's either like Goody's going to look like the smartest GM in the history of GMing because after one season, he locks him down to a 5-year highest paid quarterback in the league contract. And if he shits the bed, he looks terrible. I mean, look, he was going to get paid either way. He made the choice to make him the highest paid. Okay, it makes our division much more interesting. Highest paid quarterback, highest paid wide receiver, number one drafted quarterback. I mean, hello.
Josh, getting your answer.
Josh, my take on it though was very simplistic, Josh. Either he's going to look like a brilliant GM or he's going to look like a dumbass. One of the two is going to happen. Well, I mean, there could be an in between. I mean, I guess he could perform adequately, but they just don't, because the way the division is, that mitigates some of that. So I guess it could be a third way. But honestly, it's either Goody's going to look really good or he's going to look really bad, most likely. And
see, this is it right here. Raheem sums it up perfectly. This is how it is, bro. This is what we do every year. It's called market value. The next guy up is going to be over Love. The next guy up after him is going to be over him. I mean, that's just how it is.
But yes, it's called market value. But no, you overpaid on the market value. The market value is the market value for a 1-year starting quarterback is not the highest paid in the league. Right? I mean, it's kind of a bad precedent if you think about it for other teams. I mean, the market value is probably a bit less than that. So, yes, Goody did reach. But, like I said, he can look either brilliant or he can look stupid depending on how the play on the field turns out.
Oh, 2 number 1 picks at quarterback in the division.
Okay, this year's number 1, Jeremy. I'm sorry that you're feeling left out because of your $48 million a year golf man. But it's okay. I mean, still, it makes for an interesting division is the point. And I'm sorry, but there was only 1 number 1 pick last year.
There we go.
I know, this is the thing.
What's up, Woody?
But Woody, am I wrong though, Woody? He either is going to look really good by making him the highest paid quarterback in the league after 1 year of play, or he's going to look really bad. One of the two is going to happen. And I agree that it is market value, but dude, you don't have to make market value is you don't have to make the guy the highest paid every time you sign a contract.
No, you don't, but they're paying
he's
on
tied for 3 ways for highest paid.
I'm going to attack from left and right here by guys I never even fucking heard of before.
Hey, you're the Patriots fan.
I don't think that Jordan Love is a scrub at all. I think he's a good quarterback. I was wrong about him. I called him a bust and all kinds of shit. He definitely deserved to get paid. He definitely did enough to get his money. But that was way too much if you're going to do it that early, bro. The Packers had every right to wait another year, bro. You've been on the bench for 4 years. There's nothing. Neither one of you Packer fans can tell me he deserves to be making more money than Patrick Mahomes, bro. There's no way you can slice that. Market value, potential. If you want to talk about, his clip is way up here. It doesn't matter, bro. This is way too much, and I'm glad the Packers did it. I knew he would make a mistake eventually, and I'm hoping this is the big one.
You were also hoping that was a mistake to start Love in the first place.
No, but this is what I mean by half a season performance. I'm not trying to say he was trash in all those games, kid. What I'm trying to say is, regardless of how you look at it, bro, we know how it is with quarterbacks. When you're doing good, you get all the praise, and when you're doing bad, bro, the heat comes on you. At the end of the day, we made it to the playoffs. You whipped the hell out of Dallas, but it's still half a season's performance and a 9-8 record, bro. You can't get that kind of money after shit like that.
A half a season.
You can't be giving no guy. You can't do that, man.
John, what are you saying? He was lights out for half the season, and he accepts that, right?
But the question is, so you're talking 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns.
I mean, I would say if you say potential, okay, I don't think his potential.
He had a bad season. He still scored all 30-some touchdowns. Okay, that's a bad season.
John Doran, the point is, do you know how bad this is going to come down on? And I'm not saying he will. Just imagine if he has a sophomore slump and it's proven that Goot jumped the gun all the way. That's going to come down, and the Packer owner, guys like Ken, they might vote his ass out of there, man.
100%. You're right. You're so right.
I mean, look at that. I mean, you don't risk an amount. You pay the guy. That was a given. You're going to pay.
That
him.
was the given.
Market value, though. Market value could have been 48. Look at you know what market value could have been, and probably
what Kevin says.
Jared Goff money would have been market value.
I'll get him about 45.
That's market value.
So that would be paying him just about what Patrick Mahomes is getting paid.
Well, that's right, because that's
around that area, bro. Yep.
The argument that Rob makes about how market value goes up and up and up. Market value isn't you make the guy the highest paid because of market value. Market value is not the highest paid. Market pay is like, there's a window.
All right, Ken, but you were one of the guys who thought Love was going to get a $60 million a year contract.
Well, good thing it wasn't.
Well, exactly, but you guys were like, oh, he's being a diva. He's gonna break. He made it so it's cap friendly for the Packers too. He got paid. We can still work with it, and if he sucks in a couple years, we can get out of it.
Yeah, you definitely work with it. You definitely work with it.
They did a smart thing.
I got you, JB.
Hey, Robert, you know one point? You want to know one reason he got this kind of money too? I'm going to tell you one thing I'm pretty sure was one of his main driving points in his agents. They probably went to Goot and they said, you just see what that motherfucker Trevor Lawrence just got? I'm not taking a penny less. I'm not taking a penny less than what Trevor Lawrence, because I'm better than him.
What about Tua? Tua never even won a playoff game, and they gave Tua a fucking bang.
Jordan Love is looking at this and like, hey, I'm better than him, no matter how you look at it, goddammit. So give me that money.
I mean, look, I agree with you guys on a lot of it. I just think it's one of those things. When you come out, I guess what the hard part is, we come out and we say highest paid quarterback, and you think highest paid quarterback off a phenomenal second half of a season and one playoff game win. I think maybe that's just different for us in the way we think of the way these kind of quarterback contracts should be. Like highest paid, when you heard Drew Brees highest paid, like, okay, I get that, right? When you hear some of these other guys highest paid, like, I get that because they've done X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And here you've got a guy who had the first half of the season was kind of shaky. Even John Doran was like, throw Clifford in there. And then the second half, great. Win a single playoff game. Great. But now you're going to
I remember a lot of Packer fans saying that too.
Jared Goff's got to be pissed right now.
No, he's not. He's still got more money.
None of the Packer fans on here ever said it, but
said what?
Calling for Clifford during the little slump earlier.
Yeah, none of us.
Yeah, none of the guys ever hit me. Yeah, John Doran might have. I don't
John Doran just eats it. John Doran likes to throw that cartoon up there.
Me and Isaac always fucked their own back in the back chat. Throw Clifford in.
Yeah, Josh, tell him.
Yeah, you realize he's laughing when he says that, right?
Yeah. On there. I want to see Clifford.
We got all fan bases here. Go ahead, Jeremy. Jeremy, how you feel? Jeremy, how you feel about this, man? How you feel about the contract, bro?
Well, you know what, Jamez? I'm going to burst your bubble.
Go ahead.
This is the exact same fucking thing with Daniel Jones when they gave him that $40 million contract for a 9-8 season where they made the playoffs and won a game. They did the exact same fucking thing after 4 years of the contract with Trevor Lawrence, who had the exact same results. So you can't say he didn't deserve the contract because he got him a fucking playoff win.
Against the 31st ranked defense, got him 40 million. Got him 40 million.
Look, I don't think anyone here is saying Jordan Love did not deserve to get paid. Everyone agrees.
Yeah, I agree.
He deserved to get paid. I think the hang-up is this. Highest paid quarterback in the league. That's the hang-up.
Highest paid ever. That doesn't sound good, man.
The hang-up is it doesn't like a lot of jealousy.
It just doesn't.
God damn it, they got another Huff quarterback.
Well, look, it doesn't sound right, not because it's Jordan Love, not because it's the Green Bay Packers. It's because the body of work is one season. That's why it doesn't sound right to most people, honestly. Like, if Jordan Love played 2 or 3 seasons and he goes highest paid, after last year, it doesn't sound as bad. But after one season, and in that one season, half of it was like, well,
not even,
I hope this guy is it.
He doesn't need 2 or 3 seasons. Even if he just repeats that this next season. Even if he just gets one more whole year like that. That's it.
to the point, guys. It was the last year of his rookie contract. He's underpaid for this season.
Yep.
They did not have a choice. They had to pay him.
We know that. We agreed to
Now,
that.
this is,
We all agree.
I agree with you that, Robert, because this is, you got to think about this too. Just because he was officially a rookie last year, you got to think he's officially been in the league 5 years now. So his timing ain't the same. He doesn't have as much time as other guys. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so we get all that. I mean, I just think the hang up for everyone is highest paid, and it's hard to get over that hang up.
He's not the highest paid. He's not the highest paid.
Highest.
Yeah, him and Joe Burrow are tied. I think Joe Burrow technically Joe Burrow makes a little bit more. I think if you add the numbers all the way up.
The only thing that makes him the highest paid is the $75 million up front. That's what makes him the highest. $75 million.
That was the upfront money. Is the highest part of the deal. Otherwise, he's got a deal comparable with everybody else who signed. He's right there with Joe Burrows. He's not trying to force the Packers into having to go into debt. You know, I mean, bro,
that was smart. And I mean, there are some good things. There are some positives about this contract, and Rob, you just hit one of them. And the problem with this league, and it's a league problem, is the contracts are a little bit out of control for people a little bit, because they're coming back to another brick wall again. Yeah, they're coming to another brick wall. Look at Diva Watch isn't over, by the way. Diva Watch is still going on because of what's going on in Dallas, what's going on in San Francisco, what's going on in Cincinnati. There are many more divas out there. You know, I mean, these contracts are getting, and the demands of these guys is kind of getting ridiculous. It's like, dude, remember, you're playing a child's game. Like, there's
a number too that the league is making more and more money, so they got to get more and more piece of it.
Yeah, but they're making more and more money. But look at, like, we broke down the Netflix deal. Remember when the Netflix deal came out, and we broke it down on the morning show, and we said, okay, here's how much the teams made. Like, we took Minnesota specifically. Here's how much Minnesota made last year. Here's how much they spent on payroll for everything. Here's what they had to pay for stadiums, blah, blah. The owner made $99 million, right? Which, when you think about it, for owning an NFL franchise that in a league that makes billions of dollars is not much. So, okay, then we said, well, here's a Netflix deal. So we broke down how much a Netflix deal was in total, how much, divide by 32 teams, take the NFL's cut off. Yeah, we made some estimated guesses, but we figured the salary cap might go up by 3 or 4 mil. I mean, you're still bound by a salary cap. So when you got a receiver and a quarterback combination that's taking up $50 million or $55 million of your $250 million salary cap, dude, that's a problem. That's a problem. How are you going to fill a 52-man roster?
You don't take up that much of the cap. I mean, it's like 30,000, 30 million. I mean,
what I'll say is,
it's always that bonuses and everything else. So it's not, you're truly taking $55 million out of the fucking cap.
What I say is it becomes a problem if the goddamn results don't match the money that's being dished out.
Well, that too. Yeah,
for me, I'm all in for the players to get as much money as they fucking can while they're in the league right now, because the teams can take them and shit them out the door whenever the fuck they want. So they better get their money now and when they can and get it now.
No, Joe, I agree with that. I mean, there's another side to that though too. There's like, do you want a team that's going to win, or do you just want a bunch of guys who are going to get paid? And there's a balance that has to be struck there. And I think some teams like you know, what I have to say is like, look, it's a problem when you pay all this money and you don't get the product on the field, right? And they're not winning. And there's a balance there. And I think we're dangerously close in a couple instances for a couple teams of not being able to strike that balance. And JB's like, so go, JB. Go.
I know. I've been waiting for 10 minutes to talk where you takes.
All right, JB.
For another show. Jesus Christ. Now I forgot what I was trying to fucking say. I waited so long.
It was 35 seconds. It was 35 seconds. JB, we were talking about contracts going out of control.
Okay, whatever.
Gotta love that.
All right, let's move on. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's the rant. Who's got a rant? Anybody got a rant other than
JB does, if you can remember it.
I already said it.
He's kind of old, though. He forgets things.
No, I get frustrated when I get cut off 8 times.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, Ken, you got to bully Ken sometimes, man. I do.
I know. I was trying to, and he still talked over me.
Next time I'll mute him for you, JB. I got it.
You weren't there. Didn't
I'm
know.
in the back room.
I know. I
What do you
left.
mean?
I'm sorry. I got a text. I got business going today. I'm sorry. It's not a normal Sunday for me.
Yep.
Well, I mean, bro, look, Love is signed. I'm happy. You guys in the North should be ready.
You know what? That's what it was. Diva Watch is over in the NFC North. The rest of the teams don't fucking matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right. You're right about
Yeah.
that. They
Yeah,
don't
very-
matter. The rest
But
of the league.
in terms of the morning show, because we're an NFL show,
Yeah,
Diva
we
Watch
do
is still
all of them.
continuing.
But yeah, no, we're still on Diva. I never said Diva Watch is over. The fact that Jamar Chase went on a holdout after he's already under con, that's a true diva right there. That is a fucking diva.
Well, he's on his 5th year of his rookie deal. He's pulling a deep.
Oh, I thought he already got paid for some reason.
Yeah, I thought he got. Yeah,
I thought
me
he
too.
got paid already.
No,
You're thinking about T. Higgins.
he's got the 5th year of his
Yeah,
rookie
I-
deal.
Okay.
now.
Yeah, because didn't he come out with JJ or a year behind him?
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Year
now that
behind.
Okay.
He's on the 5th year of his rookie deal. He's on the 5th year option. Now that he sees all these other guys getting paid, including his teammate that was drafted the year before, he wants to get paid. And the reason why he came out a year later is he sat out the COVID year. Remember, he didn't even play for LSU that year. And everybody's like, oh, that's the biggest question mark for a great wide receiver. I was like, no, go back and watch the game film. This guy will be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, no matter what you say.
Oh yeah, he's definitely showed it so far.
Yeah, so far.
And
Well,
he's
the
been
North is going to be fun.
Justin Jefferson.
The North is going to be fun this year.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be.
Are you going to enjoy sitting in the basement again or what?
All right, let's put it to everybody since we talked about it a little bit yesterday. What do you see the North? How you see the lineup? How's it going to finish? 1, 2,
I'm going
3.
to go first. I'm going to go Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears.
Say that again. Do it again, man. Come on.
Okay, I'm going with Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears.
I can. Pressure's on.
I know.
You got to commit. You got to commit.
If everything goes right, you know what? I'm going to go just because I'm going to be the anti-Dorn on this.
Let's
So
do it.
I don't know if I feel this way yet, but just for the sake of the show, I'm going to go Bears, Lions, Vikings, Packers.
Yeah,
just
there
for
we go.
Dorn.
All right, Ken. You ready, bro?
See, mine's realistic.
All right. Well, I was gonna give a little bit of the Bears, but now the Bears can turn around and kiss my fuzzy ass. It's now gonna be Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. I was gonna say the Bears and Lions could be fighting for 2, but kiss my ass now.
JB, what's your call?
Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings.
Man, that's how I'm seeing it, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's the Packers, or I'm saying Packers, Lions, Bears, and then Vikings. I'm sorry, word Skull left before I could get his, and I want to tell him why. You know, he's like, why is Jordan Love get the money? Is like Mahomes? Mahomes set a 10-year deal, bro. They were smart. They locked him in. They did it differently. I wanted us to give him a long-term deal. It just didn't work that way. You know?
Everybody forget Patrick Mahomes restructured his deal.
Yeah.
The first year he made $50 million, even though he made the Super Bowl, he goes, I can't make this amount of money and help my team.
Exactly.
And he restructured his deal and turned it into 3 void years at the end. He makes $45.6 million a year every year because he wanted to be under that 18% QB salary cap threshold.
Well, there's a bad take by Philip because we know Flus isn't losing his job because they're trying to break the cycle.
Yeah,
even if the rest of that happens, Flus is staying. Look at the problem with the North is the North is hard to predict, honestly, because Green Bay is kind of hard to predict because your offense was good last year, the defense suffered, but you're getting a brand new defensive scheme this year. The Bears, the offensive sucked last year pretty much, but the defense is really good. But now we're getting not only a new offensive scheme, but a highly touted rookie quarterback. The Minnesota's got a pretty darn good, decent defense. They got some great offensive weapons, but once again, is it Sam Darnold? Is it J.J. McCarthy? And you look at the Lions, well, the Lions didn't do much. They pretty much stand pat. They signed someone for their defense to try to shore up that defense a little bit. I mean, honestly, the degree of separation between all four teams in this division across the board as complete football teams is about that much. There's no this anymore. You know what I'm saying? You used to be able to say there was this distance between, whoever was in first and in the basement. Really, at this division this year?
To me, the Packers and Lions are way up here, and the Bears and Vikings are way down here yet.
Yeah, but they're on the rise.
Next year, then we're talking closer.
You know where the gap is here? Because you haven't seen two quarterbacks play yet, and one of them we already know is a bum for a team. So therefore, you got Jordan Love, Jared Goff as top 5 quarterbacks in this league last season, and everybody else is a big fucking question mark.
It's a question mark, yeah. But look at the other side of the ball.
You're half retarded.
Okay, but look at the other side of the ball. You've got top 5 defense, you got top 5 defense in Chicago. That makes up a lot of that gap right there. When you got Green Bay with a crap defense, you got the Lions with a crap defense, you got the Vikings with a decent defense.
Yeah, but they just lost just about all their corners.
That's a
Who
question
did?
right there.
Who lost all their corners?
The Vikings.
Yeah,
they've lost 2 already. They've lost 2 already.
The people they brought in are scrubs who they brought in. That's what I don't get. Why don't they go get get Gibson out there or someone?
Well, the guy they should get is Adoree Jackson, because Adoree Jackson, for his 4 years of his rookie contract, was a top 10 corner. For 3 of them. He fell off last year because he was playing for a garbage roster.
Yeah, and don't forget Stephon Gilmore's still out there.
Yeah, Gilmore's
there's some free agents there.
Look at his stats went down in Dallas because he's at that age where the cornerback play starts to deplete. He used to be a great man corner. Now he's been reduced to a zone man corner because he can't take on the double moves. He doesn't move well, and he's not as fast. He was getting torched last year in Dallas.
But he's better than anybody they got right now, though.
I understand that, but Adoree Jackson would be the right one because he had such a fall from grace. You could get him almost
younger, too. Much younger.
Right, and he's 25, 26 years old. Yeah. I would take that in a heartbeat. You could get him for a fraction of what you could get Gilmore.
Think of this for the North, okay? The North, you have the top paid quarterback right now, top paid-ish. But they came out and said top paid quarterbacks, whatever. So let's just do it for sake of argument. Top paid quarterback, top paid wide receiver, last year's number 1 pick in the draft. The Lions team that won its first playoff game in over 30 years. You've got the probable or the betting odds for Vegas, coach of the year, defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, as far as rookies. I mean, dude, this division, how can you have all that? Of course, this is the talking heads in Vegas, and have all that in your division say this is not going to be one hell of a fun division to watch.
Oh, it's definitely going to be fun to watch, man.
It's going to be fun.
And Josh, I'm 100% with you, man. I've been watching the defense, and I mean, it's training camp, but it's a different kind of defense. They are swarming the ball. They're not giving up nothing on. Josh Jacobs is finding it hard to run against the defense right now.
Just like he has the last 2 seasons since his injury. That's what I've been telling you guys about. Josh Jacobs has not been the same guy since he had his leg injury. He doesn't.
And that may be, but the Green Bay defense is playing very well right now. They've changed the scheme.
But it's proving my point. It's a new scheme. Yes, it's swarming to the ball. But Josh Jacobs used to be a bruiser that burst through the line and would break 5 tackles a play just to get 5 yards. He's not that guy anymore. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm not ready to give up on him yet. It was his first day of practice with pads. I mean, the defense has been. Since OTAs, they've been very swarming. And
1 year off of being an All-Pro, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he is an All-Pro, bro. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
1 year off it. I mean,
I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to give some props to the Green Bay defense. I think you guys are going to be sorely. you guys are going to be well. You're not going to be surprised. You're not going to be happy about it, but Packer fans are. They're going to be.
Okay, and they're going to improve. They're going to improve.
Better in the league.
Yeah, they're going to improve. Like JB's saying, they're going to improve. It's just not. Look, you're not going to see the result probably weeks 1 through 5, and then that defense in Green Bay is like, by the time you get to week 11, they should be a lot better than they are now. A lot better than they were last year. And look at fortunately for Green Bay, that's when most of your division games start week 10 or so. It seems in the league. I think you guys got 1 or 2 before, but shit. I mean, that defense it's going to take time. I don't know if it's you can win a Super Bowl with a great offense in a half-assed defense, and you can win the Super Bowl with a great defense and a half-assed offense. Both is true.
It just happened.
It was okay.
Because if you think about it, overall, the 49ers defense wasn't as highly touted as everybody had.
No.
It was a great run defense. It was a mediocre pass defense.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing that Green Bay is going to see the results fastest is probably on run defenses, which in our division, with 2 of the best running back rooms in the league, they need it. And that's going to help.
We start off with.
We'll get tested right away.
Yeah, we're going to start off with Saquon Barkley,
an injured guy and a guy that doesn't go anywhere.
and then we got what's his name, JT from the Colts next. I mean, bro, it's the first couple of games is going to test our run defense.
Week 4, we got to face Jones, and he wants revenge.
Yeah.
What is the status on Jaden Reed with his pupless stuff?
Oh, he's already
back
practicing.
in practice already, bro. He's back. Yeah, he's back.
No, I just was asking because I didn't even know the extent of the injury or anything. That's
it happened. It was a toe injury that happened in one of his camps.
Okay.
Man, LaFleur made a joke. He got beat out by an 8-year-old girl, and he twisted his toe. So
the video that was up. Okay, yeah,
they're pretty liberal. It's funny how liberal they are with that stuff, though, in camp with like the injury designations or just in general. Like sometimes you hear some of these injury designations, you kind of look like, really? It's like hockey, upper torso. That meant separated shoulder. Okay, it's like they're very liberal with, especially in camp with up and. Oh, he twisted his ankle. Put him on the pup. And I don't know why they do that in camp, because it's not like, dude, you don't have to your roster doesn't have to get cut down to the end of camp. It doesn't matter.
Put it this way: in a 2-week span, the Minnesota secondary became the Bills secondary. You don't know who's going to play one half of the field.
Yeah.
Well,
that's not being mean.
No,
the difference is the Bills cut their players. And the Vikings had 2 of the worst tragedies they could happen in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
You had Tyree Jackson getting killed in an accident where he wasn't even driving with a designated driver. Yeah. And then you got Mekhi Blackman, who tears his ACL the second or third day of camp. That's the type of stuff you can't prepare for.
And don't
no
forget,
matter what team is good for it, you can't prepare for your second string, your second corner, and your third corner to go down within a week.
And don't forget Shaquille Jackson, he had sprained his ankle.
Right. Shaquille Jackson sprained that at OTA, so that happened earlier. I'm just saying in that 2-week span.
Oh, no. Shaquille Griffin. That's who I meant. That's who I meant. I don't know why the hell I confused.
Minnesota is going to be a feast or famine, right? They're either going to get to the quarterback or they're going to get torched, because that front four of theirs is good. It's like they got sack ability, they got pressure ability, but the problem is if
got a front 6 that's good. They only got one question mark at linebacker. You're forgetting about Ivan Pace, who damn near was an All-Pro last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But still,
their defense was
the argument's the same though. They're going to be feast or famine. They're either going to get to the quarterback or they're going to get torched. In other words, they're going to be what the Detroit Lions used to be in the 80s. They're either going to kick your ass or get their ass kicked. There's going to be no in between for them. Well, no, that's how the Lions were in the 80s. JB knows. Look at JB knows what I'm talking about. The Lions would show up one week and destroy you, and then and you're a playoff contending team. They'd show up to your house. They'd wreck your house. Piss on your couch, eat all your food, and leave the house trash. And the next week they go play the worst team in the league, and they would get trashed. You didn't know which Lions team was going to show up that week. That's what Minnesota's defense is like this year.
Look at the '84 season when they were a wild card and went up against San Francisco. We lost on a wide right by Eddie Murray. So when everybody says wide right, it has as much chagrin for the old Lions fans as it does for Bills fans, as it does for Chicago fans, as it does for Dallas fans. Because remember when Romo held the ball wrong, it was wide right in Seattle after they stole the win against the Lions in that wild card.
You'll never get him.
Jeremy, I think this guy's got a shirt for you.
Yeah, you'll never get Jeremy to wear it. It'll burst into flames if it touches his skin.
I need some good kindling. Go ahead and send it over.
Yeah, it's not fire pit season.
Yeah.
It is fire pit season.
Yep.
I can douse it in gasoline, throw it in there. Gone in 30 seconds. It's the new movie.
That's the Lions. That's the Lions 2024 season. Gone in 30 seconds.
See, this is the part of the season I hate. It's so much anticipation, and we're getting we're getting camp, we're getting football, but it's like,
and we're getting the Hall of Fame game, which is
I was just about to go into that.
With the deeper roster versus the Bears. And I'm saying this on purpose because I doubt we see the starters in that game.
Well, you know what? So Bears throwing picks and shit
versus the Texans' second string to start versus their third string. And you look at the depth of the rosters. I give the Texans the edge on the depth of the roster because they're further into their rebuild than the Bears are.
I bet you think of Darcy.
So what do you guys predict? All right, it's the first game. Let's talk about this. The first game of the season. What do you expect to see from the Bears from their rookie? You think Caleb's starting? Is he starting?
I say they let Caleb go out there and play one series.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah, once he fumbles,
that way you let him get his
fumble,
a little bit. Get him a tiny taste of this NFL experience and just drip feed him in a little by little. You don't got to put the guy on massive display and take a risk of him getting injured, but let him start to get a taste of it before the.
Even Rodgers played in the Hall of Fame game last year, didn't he? Didn't he play a series?
I don't know.
He might.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to. I think Stroud's going to play a series too. They typically play a series. I'm not expecting much. I mean, we're going to see a lot of Bajent. We'll see Ripken a lot of Ripken probably. Look, I don't think we're going to see much of this receiving core. You're not going to see much of the starters at all. The only thing you are going to see a lot of in these games, though, and people tend to forget that, is you do see the starting O-lines a lot. For whatever reason, you don't see the D-lines as much. You don't see any other position group a lot of. But you tend to see a lot of the O-line. So I'm going to be watching the O-line probably more than anything. That's my focal point of that game. I expect to see better pockets being protected. But other than that, I'm not expecting much. It's the first game, knock the cobwebs off, see how some of these rookies do. Who wins, who loses, doesn't even really matter in the preseason these days.
I want to watch the kickoff returns, man.
Yeah, and I want to see that.
Yes.
But
we talked about that. Yes.
Another thing. Bears get 4 preseason games, so do the Texans because of this. Remember, they don't get an extra bye week in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So they get more conditioning for their O-line, which is good when you got a new O-line with a new OC, new coaches all the way around there. But is it going to look good week 1? You don't know. And I'm not talking about regular season. I'm saying week 1 of the preseason.
It's not a completely new O-line. It's a new center. The rest of the guys were there. But excellent. I mean, I've been saying this for a while, JB. Having that extra game is an advantage. It is an advantage.
So the only thing on the interior O-line you replaced was the center.
Yeah.
He's going to the game. Here's the guy going to the game. Hey.
There you go. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, he's going. Of course, Billy's going. Billy's going.
I don't know Billy.
Billy, how many Bears are going to the Hall of Fame this week? How many Bears? How many Bears are going to the Hall of Fame?
Well, it's what, a 6-hour drive for you guys from there across the state of Ohio and Indiana.
Mm,
From Chicago to it's about 6 hours from
Yeah, I think
Chicago
it's-
to go.
maybe 7.
Yeah.
Well,
You
remember,
Time.
Canton
Oh,
is
he's going to
first-
be. Oh, all right, bro. I want to see.
Hey, real quick before I have to hop off and go to Hallis Hall, which is on right after this. For the game on Thursday, it will be on Mike the Bear Fan on the subscription side. So make sure you go subscribe to Mike the Bear Fan on the subscription side, and we'll have the game there Thursday. We're gonna have Hallis Hall here in about 5 minutes or so. Guys, it's been fun ranting. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on Ken and Ken.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
See you in the
good.
morning.
All right, see you in the morning.
Well, all right, fellas.
Peppers is going into the Panther. I saw that coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. He spent a majority of his career there and in Green Bay, and was in Chicago for a blip. Bears fans were trying to claim him, but everybody says,
We looked up the rule on that too, and he gets to choose, who he wants to go in as. So,
right, and he chose a Panther because they were the one that took him out of college, kept him for 2 contracts, and that makes sense. He was there for 8 years of his career.
Yeah.
He was with the Packers for what, 4 years?
yeah,
Chicago
I like
a year.
He went to Chicago first, and then came to us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he was only at Chicago a year, is my point. You know what I mean? He was there for a blip, maybe 2. Didn't you guys trade for him in Chicago that second year?
Oh, you got him as a free agent.
Got him as free agent. Okay. No, so they gave him a 1-year deal because I think the last year as a Panther, he got hurt mid-season and missed part of the season.
Yeah, he wanted to go to a winning culture.
Yeah. And he kind of got a cheap ass group.
Josh.
Wanted to risk it.
Go there, Josh. We love having you here too.
Have a good one, Josh.
You know what? Anybody that wants to dog anybody for their fandom because of team results, we don't normally choose our fandom right away. We're born into what we love.
Yes.
And if you are a real fan, you stay there no matter what the team results are. You root for your team, you hope for your team, but you know what to expect. This is the first time where my expectations are higher than they've been in my entire lifetime. Last year, I said, I told you guys on the Frozen Tundra Network. I think Ken and John was there. I don't know if Robert was there that night. I said my goal is to win division this year. Anything after that is gravy, because we haven't seen a winning playoff team in Detroit. We got close. We weren't there. As far as the coaching staff, it's growing just as fast as the roster is. They're learning on their feet. So hopefully Ben Johnson and AG fix their second half, adjusting when they don't need to adjust problem. Because that's what I see went on the entire season. Because if we wouldn't have did that, if you think about it, other than the Ravens games and the Lions versus Packers on Thanksgiving, they probably would have won all but 3 games last year.
Yeah.
We were beating the Cowboys soundly at halftime.
You guys. Last year was your. I mean, I haven't seen you guys play that well, and you mollywopped us.
Right, and then you guys came back and mollywopped us. It was a tit for tat. It was a tale of 2 halves. In the first half, we came out like juggernaut, and I think it 100% was due to the win at the Chiefs while they're celebrating their Super Bowl victory. I mean, we smacked them in their mouth in their house. No matter who's on the field or not, your best 53 take the field. The Lions had injuries prior to that game too, and that's what everybody forgets. Remember, Mosley wasn't on the field yet, so we still didn't have our CB1 in week 1. Cam Sutton was our CB1 and Jerry Jacobs was our CB2. And they damn near gave the game away with penalties. Yeah. Remember, we had 4 passing interference calls and they couldn't score because our red zone defense was actually really good last year.
Well, to be fair, too, the Kansas City Chiefs had a shit ton of drops in that game also.
Yeah, Tony bailed you guys out a little bit, too.
That is not the Lions' fault.
No.
100%. No, it's not. You guys play your games. You play what's in front of you. Shit, we're almost out of time. All right, everybody. say thank you for coming. Thanks for all the comments. Thank you, Ken, everybody to show Skull. Appreciate you guys coming on and sharing the rant with us. And see you next Sunday, 10 o'clock. And we see everybody during the day, weekdays, 10 a.m. Ken and Ken in the morning. Jeremy B's on after us with his, was it biting? Are you biting kneecaps?
Lions talk.
Lions talk. So, all right, we'll catch us all then.
Go back there.